Previously, we looked at how to manually create a service item. Remember, a service item is a record of your customer asset. In this video, I'm going to show you how to automate the creation of the service item through your sales orders. First, it starts on your master item card. So this is not your service item, it's your master item. So this is what you're selling to your customers. In my test environment, I have created a hot tub. My hot tub has been assigned the service item group code pool. You can see that I have a few service item group codes here in my environment, but not all of them are checked off to create service items. That's because I use these for other abilities, such as spare parts for service orders or getting a 50% discount on contracts. But these two service item group codes are used to assign categories to master item cards, and they tell the system to create a service item when that master item is shipped and invoiced on a sales order. So let's do an example. We're going to go to our sales orders. And we will create a new one. Let's purchase a hot tub for the Alpine Ski House. So first I'm going to add on my item, my master item list that we just looked at. We can see they're purchasing one. And I'm also going to add a second item, which is going to be a chemical startup kit. If we go and look at that chemical startup kit, the master item record, you can see that it does have a service item group code assigned to it, but it does not have the check mark at the end indicating to create a service item. So there should be no service item made from this being shipped and invoiced, but there should for the hot tub being shipped and invoiced. Now that I have my sales order complete, now I'm going to post my order. My sales order has gone. And now when I go to my service item list page, I can see a new service item made, a new hot tub for Alpine Ski House. You can see that there is no new service item made for the chemical startup kit, which is exactly what we want. Information that has defaulted complete on the service item card from the sales order is the warranty information based off of the sold date, the customer information. If a ship to code is selected, that would be filled in as well. The vendor of where this original asset was purchased from, and then some sales details as well. If I wanted to know how this service item was created and get a bit more information, I can go into the service item log, and I can see the sales order number that automatically generated this service item. This is a great way to streamline tracking of customer assets as your company sells them, and then the service team takes over the service of it. As you ship one, the service team can pick it up and start engaging with that customer in the maintenance of the ongoing life cycle of the asset.